हेलो गाइस एंड गर्ल्स, स्वागत है हमारे चैनल ड्रीम एकेडमी पर। और आज हम बात करने वाले एक बीमारी के बारे में, जिस बीमारी हमारी ज़िंदगी को पूरा का पूरा हैरान बना दिया है, जिस बीमारी ने हमारे ज़िंदगी से सब कुछ छीन लिया है। अगर आज इस समय आप टीवी खोलोगे और न्यूज़ देखोगे तो आपको क्या दिखता है? हर जगह आग जल रहा है, हर जगह डेड बॉडी बड़ी हो रहा है, और अभी देश में इतना मौत हो रहा है, क्या बोलूँ, क्या हाल बना दिया हमारे देश का एक छोटा सा वायरस ने। और आज हम बात करने वाले इस वायरस के बारे में। इस वायरस का इस बीमारी का क्या सिम्टम्स है, इससे हमको क्या कैसे बचना है, क्या प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स हम ले सकते हैं, हम इन सब के बारे में इस वीडियो में बात करने वाले हैं। और लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, वी आर ऑल्सो गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट दैट हाउ अ स्टूडेंट शुड कीप हिमसेल्फ मोटिवेटेड इन दिस सिचुएशन। एक बच्चा जो जेई मेंस या जेई एडवांस का तैयारी कर रहा है, वो कैसे खुद को मोटिवेट रखेगा इस सिचुएशन में, वो हम बात करने वाले हैं इस वीडियो में। The only regret that remains is that had we taken some preventive measures from the first time when the coronavirus originated in Wuhan, in the seafood market of China, where wildlife was sold illegal, then we wouldn't have to face the situation that we are facing now in the whole world. अगर उस समय हमने सचेतन रहे और उस समय हमने प्रिवेंटिव मेजर्स ले लिए थे, तो इस दिन हमको आज नहीं देखना पड़ता। तो गाइस, आपको क्या करना है, इस वीडियो को पूरा देखना है, क्योंकि इस वीडियो से आप बहुत कुछ सीखने वाले। एट द एंड वी आर ऑल्सो गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट वैक्सीनेशन एंड ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर्स, एंड ऑल्सो गोइंग टू प्रोवाइड सम हेल्प फॉर ऑल दोज हु आर वर्किंग फॉर benefit of the common people who are suffering from COVID-19. And lastly, you should please comment in the comment box if you like the video, our initiative, because it motivates us. And now we are going to talk about the symptoms of COVID-19.
सिम्टम्स की बात की जाए तो कॉमन सिम्टम्स हैं फीवर, टायर्डनेस और कफ। इसमें कुछ रेयर सिम्टम्स जो कि हमें देखने को मिलता है इस केस में, वो है कंजक्टिवाइटिस, जिसमें आँख लाल हो जाता है। और आता है आपका नॉर्मली चीज़ें जैसे कि आप स्मेल नहीं कर पा रहे हो ठीक से, आप टेस्ट नहीं कर पा रहे हो, जो कि नॉर्मली फीवर में होता है। और बाकी कुछ सीरियस सिम्टम्स की बात की जाए तो उस केस में ब्रीथिंग प्रॉब्लम्स होती है, उस केस में चेस्ट पेन होता है, उस केस में हमारे शरीर में इतना वीकनेस आ जाता है कि हम चल फिर नहीं पाते हैं अच्छे से। तो ये सब चीज़ें हैं। तो इट्स एडवाइजेबल टू हैव अ ऑक्सीमीटर विथ यू so that you can regularly measure the O2 saturation level at your home.
Let's discuss about how the COVID-19 spreads. It mainly spreads through droplets like coughing, sneezing, and salivary secretions. The COVID-19 virus spreads rapidly in enclosed areas, especially with poor ventilation and in crowded areas. It can also spread from surfaces which have been contaminated by the virus itself, or maybe even from clothes or other accessories of infected patients. It also spreads through close contact with infected people, especially when someone is sneezing or coughing.
So, who are the most vulnerable to COVID-19? COVID-19 is often more severe in people who are older than 60 years or who have health conditions like lung or heart disease, diabetes, or conditions that affect their immune system. If you are at high risk, know what to do and take the right actions now to protect yourself. And if you are not at high risk, do your part to prevent the spread of coronavirus to those who are.
So currently we people are undergoing a situation of immense crisis and emergency, and amidst this pandemic we get disheartening news every single day. But I see a brighter aspect to this situation for the people who are right now in classes 11 and 12, and also for the droppers. You people are getting surplus amount of time sitting right at home watching videos, communicating to your teachers through your digital medium. You are not wasting time traveling from one tuition classes to another. During our time in classes 11 and 12, we used to have back-to-back school, from school to coaching and then tuition classes, and then come back home in the night with 0% energy left and with a tired brain which doesn't work anymore. We used to get very less time for self-study, but currently you people can have a proper structured timetable. You people can give time to like 30 minutes or 1 hour each day for your extracurricular and for exercising or maybe yoga, so that you people can also look after your health, and you can give proper amount of time to each and every single subject, which is very necessary, like giving proper time to each and every single subject each and every single day. Okay, so you people are very lucky in this aspect, and you have got surplus amount of YouTube videos. Just through a click you can get immense amount of knowledge. Your doubts get cleared through just one click. So consider yourselves lucky and study properly. Do maintain a proper timetable and take care. Stay safe.
Hello everyone. Hopefully all of you are safe and fine. So we all understand that these are extremely extraordinary times and these are extremely testing times as well. So it's almost impossible for all of you to keep the same level of patience and concentration all the time. See, we all understand that national level competitive examinations like JEE and NEET have a certain amount of burden on its own. Now, added to that, we have the extra uncertainty about the conduct of these examinations this time. So, see, what I will advise all of you is that, at the individual level, you are the best one to judge yourself. So, you know how much you have studied, how much portion of the syllabus you have, completed. So, depending on that, I would like to advise all of you to prepare a schedule, daily based schedule, on which you can decide that what you will study. So now it is not necessary that you will always be studying. You will be studying late at night. It's not possible, especially at this time when we have so much of tension and pressure. The environment all around us is not that also. So what you can, suppose if you have completed the syllabus, so what you can do is that you can give mock tests on alternate days, right? Also make sure that your study table is such that, suppose your evenings are a bit free, no need to study late till night. Now if your syllabus is suppose not at all complete, then also it is the great and the golden opportunity for you to complete your syllabus and prepare yourself to the level of JEE or NEET, whatever exam you are giving. So what I feel is that you yourself will be able to judge yourself the most and in the best way. So you can prepare accordingly. Also, one thing I would like to tell you is that, the exam conducting authority or the officials, they are the ultimate body who will decide when the exams will be held. So, regularly checking up social media posts about the expected dates of examinations, when the examinations probably could be held, whether they would be cancelled or not. See, all these they will just increase your tension, and like you will keep some expectation, and then suppose we and you and I cannot decide the dates of the examinations. It is only decided by the conducting authority. So it's no use. Whenever any authenticate or official news is coming, you'll definitely get to know about that. So it's no use like always checking up the news. And one thing I would also like to tell you is that JEE and NEET exams will never be cancelled. Even if they will definitely be conducted, because we have seen last year also the government will never be cancelling the examinations. So also you must keep preparing. Like, don't be completely detached from your study because you have worked hard for 2-3 years. So don't let that go into waste. Definitely it's a challenge, and the one who accepts this challenge will be the one who will be ultimately coming out and getting a good rank in these examinations. So best of luck and be focused. Stay at your home, stay safe, okay, and best of luck for your examinations.
Preventions for coronavirus, that's the ongoing issue right now, is that you have to clean your hands frequently, often, and in case of any kinds of fever or breathing problem or any kind of body pain, then seek medical attention immediately, and also maintain the government rules given by government, that is of keeping social distance, and don't unnecessarily go out from home. And in this situation you have to stay at home and stay focused on your exams. So best of luck, try working hard on it, and use hand sanitizers frequently, and try avoiding touching your nose, mouth and eyes frequently, and keep safe others and yourself and your family members to stay healthy, fit, fine for your upcoming exams. And your health is your ultimate property that will help you.
Makes your wearing a mask turns out to be a normal part of being outside. Why should people wear masks? Masks are a key measure to suppress transmission and save lives. Okay. Now here are some basic how to wear a mask. First, clean your hands, then put on your mask, as well as before and after you take it off, after you touch it at any time. Okay, second, make sure it cover both your nose, mouth and chin, and then when you take off a mask, store it in a clean plastic bag, and every day either wash it if it's fabric mask, or dispose of a medical mask in a dustbin. Okay, don't use mask with bulbs. First, N95 mask. It protects the wearer from small particle aerosols and large droplets. It also filters 95% of small airborne particles. Okay. Ideally, discard after each prolonged encounter with a suspect of confirmed COVID-19 cases. Limited reuse acceptable under certain conditions. Second, surgical face mask. Okay, a fluid resistance barrier designed to protect the wearer from large droplets. Okay. Next, who should wear? Healthcare workers and everyone in public. Okay. Usage limitation, not designed for use, but discard after each patient encounter also, and discard if mask becomes damaged. Third, cloth or paper face mask. Okay. So to prevent transmission of the virus between public is in close proximity. Who should wear? Everyone in public settings where social distancing is infeasible, that is grocery store, also pharmacy. Okay. It is reusable, and discard if mask become damaged.
A lot of questions regarding vaccine. Which one to take, whether should we take it or not, what are the side effects. So let me tell you, when you compare the risk of getting any side effect with the risk of catching the virus, it's still very insignificant. So it is important that you get vaccinated. In India right now, there are two main vaccines which are available in the market, that is Covishield and Covaxin. Both are almost equal in terms of efficiency. So since there is some shortage in the market, as soon as you get any of them, there should not be any hesitation, because there are no other way to fight this pandemic without getting vaccinated. Yes, there are still some cases where some people are getting affected by COVID-19 even after getting 2 doses of the vaccine, the required 2 doses, but it won't be fatal. According to experts, if you are vaccinated with 2 doses and have spent 15 to 20 days after that, even if you get the virus, it won't be fatal and you won't be hospitalized. Therefore, it is very, very important to get vaccinated. There should not be any hesitation, and I hope every one of you is safe. Please stay safe and stay at home, wear mask and be healthy.
Good afternoon, friends. It has been a long since we have met last in our last video. Actually, my father was having COVID and he had some serious complications. Now he is okay. Now he is fully okay. So I'll be telling you the tips that if you are having COVID, or your father or your grandfather is having COVID and you are having a high fever, and it is lasting for 2 or 3 days, then if you are not getting any doctor available to talk to, you have to do a D-dimer test. Okay, D-dimer test. Because D-dimer test, actually when you are having a high fever in COVID, the thing is that your blood has become a bit thicker and there is a chance of blood clotting in your vital organs. So you need to take one injection if your D-dimer result is high. The reference level is below 500, but if it is high, say if it is 800, in my father's case it was 1253, it was a very bit higher. So the doctor advised to take this injection. It's the name of the injection is Enclex 40, Enclex, ENCLEX 40, that is exoparine sodium injections. You have to take 7 days consecutively if it is very high, or 2 days consecutively if it is not so high, 800 or 900. Take that and don't take tension, eat healthy, and your mental state is very important. Have a positive approach, and that's all. And be happy and study hard. Bye.